purchased this on Amazon and I'm trying it out to see if it works. Now, I'm not going to show you me trying it out. I'm just going to explain how it works. So basically, all the instructions will be at the end. I'll have a picture of it. So the idea behind it is that it's sort of like waxing the... like a bikini wax for your nose. And it lasts a long time. I've already tried it. I'm showing it to you. I found it interesting. And I actually didn't have to trim anything in my nose for about 3 months. And it works really well. It could be a little bit painful, just to give you a heads up. What is this? Okay, so there's nothing else. This is everything that comes inside. I already used it once. I'm going to use it again. I thought I'd show you what's inside. So this thing you microwave. These are one-time use plastic. So there's a waxing. I can't open it right now because it's dried up. It's a yellow wax. So once you heat it up, it gets really soft, like regular wax, like a bikini wax type of thing. And when it gets warm and you're able to work with it, you put this inside of it and you twirl it. I've been twirling it. It makes a ball shape. Once it gets a certain ball shape, what you do is you wait till it cools down to the touch, so that way you don't burn yourself, because it can be really hot in there. So be careful. Follow the instructions. So once you put it in there, after again, the instructions, you have to read them. Let me see if I find them and say them before you do it. But after a few seconds, you then pull them out. You pull all the hairs and they come out just like that, like hers or his. And it works really well. These are mustache savers. So if you have a mustache, you put this over your mustache so that you don't get any of this wax on your mustache and you won't rip the mustache off. So you can keep your full mustache. Because once you get it on the hair, there's nothing you can do. You gotta rip out the hair. So these are mustache, they're kind of sticky. And they're mustache savers. And these are, what are these? Okay, so these are wipes that you use after you put it in your nose and pull out the hairs. So I guess it softens up the area. These are the instructions. I'll have this at the end. So according to the instructions I'll have at the end, you heat up for 500 watt for 2 minutes, the whole container. You can see it there. And then the wax should take about 3 to 5 minutes to heat to the correct consistency. The wax should take approximately blah 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 to heat correct. Anything into the wax as the hot wax. Leave it for 3 minutes and it's still solid. Repeat the heating process. So the gist of it is that you heat it for 2 minutes. So you leave it again for 2 minutes and you keep moving up a minute if it's still hard inside the container. After it gets soft, as you can see there, it's nice and soft. So you wait after you get it the right temperature and the right consistency. You don't want it liquidy. Liquidy means very hot. You want it to sort of have like a waxy type of feel and look, that it doesn't drip. And you know, just make sure it's not too hot. And that's when you twirl it and you get that, and then you put it in your nose. So I'm going to try it again for the second time. This will all be at the end. And I'll let you know how it works. My own opinion. I'm not showing you what I'm doing. It's too embarrassing. But I'll let you know if it does work. So it took about 3 minutes to get it to this consistency. As you can see. Again, 3 minutes. I did it for 3 minutes. The lid was, since this is my second time trying it, so what happened was that I could no longer open the lid to microwave it. So I first, because it's my second time using it, the lid became sealed to the container. So what I did was I microwaved it with the container for about 2 minutes, and then this became loose. I took it out. It still wasn't the correct consistency, and I ended up putting it for another minute, and now I got the right consistency. As you can see, it's gooey, which is perfect. So that's liquidy down there, and you kind of twirl it until you get a ball. You don't want to get it to hold up. Okay, looks good now. Smells waxy, very, very waxy. So this should be good enough. So I'll just wait a second to cool, and then I'll put it in and let you know how it works. Okay, I have one in my nose. If you can tell from the way I'm speaking, this is going to be for the other side. It's not too hot, it's pretty warm actually. So it took about 3 minutes to get it like this, and it dries, it cools really quickly. So just try to get a consistency. All right, that should be good enough. Okay, this looks good enough. All right, let me put it in the other one. So now it's been over a minute, and I'm going to pull it out now and see how it feels. I am not showing you the aftermath. I'm just going to let you know how it feels, and I'm going to let you know if it got every single piece of nose hair that there is to get, and if it worked. I'm done. It took, dedicate about 30 minutes to 40 minutes for this process, as the longest period is spent pulling out this from your nostril, because it hurts. It hurts. Some people may be able to rip it right out. Not me. It took me time. So little by little, I finally got it out, and it's great. Now I don't have to worry about doing this for another 3 months to 6 months. That's how well it works. I'm not going to show you the aftermath. I'm sorry. I think that's just too gross. But it works. It does work. It's painful. Give you advance warning. It is painful, cumbersome, and you got to dedicate some time to doing it. As pulling it out, you're going to be doing it little by little by little, and make sure you don't get any on your mustache, that you wear the mustache guard, because that's going to definitely hurt, ripping the hair out of your face. So I like it. I like it a lot, and I'll be using it a lot more. My second time using it. I'm very happy with the product. No complaints whatsoever. All right, so I hope the video helps. I hope it's informative. You can get this at Amazon. Thank you. Bye.